Back with you from Frontwave Arena, Oceanside, North County, San Diego County, California. It's the San Diego Sockers and the Tacoma Stars with you on Galazzo. With Tony Sanchez, I'm Craig Elston. Let's go down to the floor. Welcome in the third member of our broadcast team, Melissa May.
Under the watchful eye of Sockers head trainer Paul Savage, players from the first unit are finally getting healthy and making their way into the lineup tonight for their season debut. Starting off with midfielder Leonardo de Oliveira. De Oliveira returns for his 7th season, and he is going to be a dynamic player tonight. He's accumulated 116 assists in his career. He's one of the most dynamic, game-changing playmakers in the entire MASL, and he can do some really fancy stuff when he gets the ball at his feet. The key for the Sockers is how fast De Oliveira can get back to his game day form. He was held to just 13 games last season because of numerous injuries. The second player that's making his season debut is the Sockers' #1 on-the-ball defender, Mitchell Cardenas. Cardenas missed the first 2 games of the season due to a lower body injury, but hopefully Cardenas' veteran presence boosts that Sockers defensive unit tonight. One notable scratch for the Sockers is forward Tavoy Morgan.
All right, Melissa, thank you so much. Talking to Paul Savage downstairs, sounds like Tavoy's probably a situation where if it was a playoff match, he'd be in there, but it's match 3 of the season. Might as well be careful. Sockers in a homestand that will see Empire come in next Saturday, the 28th, and then Chihuahua on January 5th. And I'm sure you know, Tony, this club is going to be looking at that January 5th match, wanting to be full roster, full form.
Absolutely. The talent on the San Diego Soccer side is absolutely buzzing. There's some new faces that are coming in. We've seen some Spaniard flair this time around here at Frontwave Arena last week. But let me tell you, the Tacoma Stars are also absolutely to the gills of talent. And these two teams have it out for each other. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful night of indoor soccer. Fútbol rápido, aquí at Frontwave Arena.
Fernando Peña, Samantha Martinez, Arturo Ibarra, our officiating crew, Kia Depina, the veteran, on the floor. The whistle is sounded. We're underway. The Sockers and the Tacoma Stars. Friday night soccer for you on Galazzo from the Major Arena Soccer League. Tacoma in their white kits. Cross pass, Pereira trying to feed to the middle. Mitchell Cardenas quickly put to work. That Sockers top defender that you heard Melissa May talking about immediately put into action. We're keeping an eye on Nick Pereira tonight, the captain, general manager of the Stars. He basically is the Tacoma Stars. Nick Pereira, for record watch, he is 1 assist away from passing the great Leo Gibson of Kansas City fame for the all-time MASL assists record. And knowing Nicky, it's just a matter of when he'll get that assist. Sending one into a dude wearing a knit cap on the floor. That's new. And that's Moy Gonzalez, the Brownsville, Texas native, formerly of Monterrey. And apparently feeling a little chilly here, even though we're in Oceanside. Wants to go with the toque on his head.
You don't see those very often, almost like a goalkeeper with a hat. Very
I've
permissible.
literally never seen it. Never seen it one time in 15 years announcing this sport, but here it is. And here is Sebastian Mendez. Mendez, who we featured in the pregame, centers to a non-existent player. That cross pass had plenty of idea, but there was no one there on the other side. Sockers in their blue and gold, yellow socks. Tacoma in their white kits with the classic yellow and orange diamond midriff pattern, drifting into navy blue, white shorts, white socks. They're going right to left. And it's Stefan Mijatovic, who was loaned from Empire to Tacoma, and then the loan, kind of like a lease to buy option. Mijatovic sticking around with the Stars in 2024-25. Felipe Souza over to Mijatovic. Pereira posts up. The shot is just high over Boris Pardo, but over the crossbar as well. Souza recovers for Tacoma. 2 minutes elapsed here. First quarter just getting settled in from Frontwave Arena. The Tacoma Stars coming in 1-1-1 on the year, 4 points. They're 5th on the table. Gutierrez, his pass was blocked by Souza. The foul is on Christian. the 10-year MASL veteran, 7th season with the Sockers out of Tijuana. Sockers, meanwhile, are 1-1. Their one win came in overtime, so they have 2 points, and they are right now 8th in a very young 12-team MASL table. Here's Alex Caceres, El Colombiano. Caceres just leaning against the wall. He's just chilling. He's cool. No hat, but he's all right. Logan Jones over to the man they call Juice, Jamel Cox. Here comes Juice. Juice is loose, down the middle, rolling, and then Keckle went down, almost kicked it in his own net, and then he recovered it, and Pardo made a save on his own man.
What a great communication there by Gontan and Pardo to leave the ball there, but good footwork by the Spaniard to get out of that sticky situation, and now he himself getting a foul called.
That foul going against Caceres, and he's helped up by the reigning MASL goalkeeper, Chris Toth, the MASL's all-time saves leader, Chris Toth.
If you want a goalkeeper for an indoor soccer team, that's exactly how you built a goalkeeper right there. Chris Toth, good with his legs, good educated feet, but also an absolute stellar goalkeeper when it comes to shot stopping. 27 saves last time.
3rd season in Tacoma. He was a soccer. He won a couple of goalkeepers of the year here. Won another one up there. 6'1", 170, already 35 years old. I've known him since he was 20. Chris Toth. Crazy to think. Pee Wee wrestling with number 5, Kyle Rivers. And the whistle goes against the Stars. Each player on the floor, if you're new to the sport of indoor soccer, is permitted 3 personal fouls per half. The 4th would be a blue card 2-minute penalty. So that's 1 on Rivers. The man who's been the star of the Sockers early, Luis Morales, number 80. First year with San Diego, the 2021-22 MASL Newcomer of the Year when he played for the Texas Outlaws. Had 26 goals in limited play last season, 5 in 2 games so far for San Diego. But he's running behind the play here as Correa jumps around the legs of Christian Gutierrez. A good no call on the outside.
Good vision by the referee there to see that that was no contact in order to call that a foul. Would have stopped a goal opportunity here. That referee.
Oh, well, they're going to see a challenge come from the Tacoma bench. Adam Becker, Evan McNeely over there working in a coaching capacity, and Becker is going to ask for a blue card on that play. Now, something we learned last match, Tony, is that if, in the estimation of the officials, they find a common foul on this MASL video review, if they find one, that is as good as getting the blue in terms of giving the flag back to the Tacoma bench to challenge one more time during the course of this match. Let's take a look at the VR all together now and find out what the officials have to see. They need to be looking to determine if a blue card should have been called on Christian Gutierrez on the play that it appeared the Stars player kind of jumped around the leg of Christian. Did he make contact or did he not?
And this really point to a free kick opportunity for the Stars, who really have shown, again, in these couple instances here in the last 4 minutes, some of that high, fast-paced attacking style that they have. Earlier, Jamel Cox just bombing it all the way through the middle. And that's that high tempo that Tacoma is able to bring. San Diego's going to have a hard time defending that.
Let's take a look. Definitely no leg-to-leg contact. It looked like maybe a little bit up high. Let's see here. Did he impede his path? I think you could make an argument for a common foul, and I don't think you can make an argument for a blue. And that's just from a seasoned broadcaster's perspective. There's hip-to-hip contact there. That's where the contact is made. It's hip-to-hip. The officials are done. Let's see what they have to say.
Wait.
And it's just a common foul. Looks like a foul on both sides. Did he point in both directions?
And I'm looking right now. The red handkerchief was handed back. I don't think it's coming back over, as we're going to hear the announcements.
Aha. So, in fact, no foul. That should be the opposite of giving back the flag to the Stars. They've lost their flag.
Embellishment to come up.
Thank you so much. Great work. So with that embellishment call, obviously they did not reverse to a foul, and as such,
Hey, San
the
Diego
Stars
fans, are you ready?
kinda blew their replay for the game. And they better hope there's not a controversial call later on.
Yeah, that is probably the worst case scenario when it comes to challenging. Not only do you lose the challenge, it actually gets reversed on you. And Tacoma is on the losing side of a very early challenge. So far, this arena has only seen early challenges.
Logan Jones keeping the ball away. Mendez gets it loose, trying to free up the 40-year-old captain of the Sockers, Craig Childs. Back to Mitchell Cardenas from Mexico City. Christian Gutierrez using the middle of the floor. Childs will play it back to Felipe Gonzalez, a midfielder who can play in the back and is doing so right now with Cesar Cerda remaining out for San Diego. Cardenas with that lovely lock of hair sent it over to Childs. He tried for a sidewall pass out to the middle. It dribbles out of play here at Frontwave Arena. The Major Arena Soccer League proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Greg Elston, Tony Sanchez, Melissa May, our Emota broadcast crew, bringing you all the action. We'll be back here a week and a day from now for the Sockers and the Empire Strikers on Golazo. Here's a burst for the Stars. Rivers driving into the middle and shot just high and over the net of Boris Pardo. An excellent attempt by Tyler John of Tacoma.
Good job covering by Pardo there, cutting the angle of any possible tap-in. Just getting in the way is half the battle there, bravely by Pardo. No contact on his end, but his mere presence was enough to get that ball up and over.
5 minutes, 9 seconds elapsed in our first of 4 15-minute quarters here. Pardo will lift one out right to left, and unfortunately, it's going to hit that black part of the turf and hop right on over into the crowd. We've got a solid crowd here, starting a half hour later than we did on Saturday. If you're not familiar with San Diego County, Friday nights and the 5 North, which is what you would take from most of the county to get up here to Oceanside, those two things aren't friends. They haven't been on speaking terms for decades. Mijatovic. Freshly bleached mane. Dancing back in the ball and then looking for the 1-2 pass. Instead, Cox sends it in to Pereira, the U.S. Beach Soccer National Team captain. Kiko Gontan runs into the side of Chase Hansen and he goes down. Play continues here in Oceanside. It's Juice Cox. Step through one tackle and then draws a common foul on Morales. Miner's the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817. Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide, producing some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at Miter. That's MITRE.com. Now, here comes a essentially corner kick for the Tacoma Stars, and this is dangerous. The left footer Caceres can serve it over the top to Ramos or feed Pereira on the short post. Pereira's the choice. The kick saved by Boris Pardo.
Excellent read there by Pardo, but the data's not over. We'll see Tacoma as they reset all the way back to Chris Toth,
who can score a goal with his feet. Did it last year. I guarantee you he'll try and do it again this year. Pereira. Stepping, holding, serving! Ramos off the Kaiser Permanente logo just above the Sockers goal to the east side of Frontwave Arena. We're on the north side looking down. Well, the only reason we brought up the 5, I think this crowd is continuing to grow through the first quarter because it could take you an hour and a half or more to get from the heart of San Diego all the way up here and then inland to get to Frontwave Arena.
I would tell you, my departure was 3 blocks away from the border in Mexico, from Mexico. So literally the entire San Diego County.
Saw it all.
Absolutely.
Mijatovic lifting, top of the glass, comes down, dangerous, but Gutierrez craftily heads the ball into the arms of Boris Pardo. Can't kick it back to him, but you can head it or chest it or knee it back to him. Childs, that ball over the head of Charlie Gonzalez, who settles it down. Under 8 minutes now to play in the first quarter. Next ball out of play or stoppage could be the first official's timeout of the night.
The Sockers haven't really settled into their play style here, as typically you start seeing them move the ball around, control the tempo, but with the physicality of Tacoma, it's pretty difficult to start to dictate how you want to exactly set the pace so far.
Giles trying to create a set of possession here. The crafty Gabriel Costa, who made his season debut last week and had an assist. The Brazilian waiting for the ball. 470 last year's changed to 20. Now we got dos brasileños en la cancha también. There's Leonardo de Oliveira. This is his season debut. Leo, it's crazy to think so many of these players who have become extended veterans in this league. 10th year in the MASL, 7th season in San Diego for Leonardo de Oliveira, who is 3 points away from 300 in his MASL career. Costa to Leo. 5v5 even strength, no score. Approaching 7 minutes remaining in the first. Costa stepping to the left foot, serving to the far post. Back to Costa, skipping ball under his foot. Rivers dancing on it, bouncing ball, stolen Leo. Leo settles, Costa, Leo. Leo tried to feed back through 4 to Costa, then tries to win it back through 2. Tyler John punts. And a roller down the northern wall.
It's such a joy to see these two Brazilians connect, Costa and Leonardo de Oliveira. Really, the beginning of one pairing here as the ball looking all the way to a waiting Costa, but it's just such a joy to see the way that Leonardo plays this match. This game is the Brazilian samba, as they say.
Pereira got around Leo. Pereira's coming on in, and he scores. Give Chris Toth the assist. He set up his longtime roommate and best friend, Nick Pereira, and Pereira got right around Leonardo de Oliveira and walks it in on Boris Pardo, Tony, for 1-0.
Just utilizing that big body of his along with his nimble, crafty footwork. Very difficult to get around, but Pereira doing very well there.
So, first bite of the apple goes to the visiting Stars. Will the Sockers have a response? We're back with more first quarter action next on Golazo. Around again? Nope. Back to live action from Oceanside's brand new Frontwave Arena. It's 1-0 Tacoma. Felipe Gonzalez with a steal, and then better defense from Tyler John to dispossess. Nick Pereira scoring his 5th goal of the season. Chris Toth, so crafty, picking up the assist with his feet. He's an extra midfielder out there, even though he is the last line of defense as well. The great Chris Toth, a future Hall of Famer in this sport, to be sure, just like his dad, Zoltan, who was one of the great Sockers and St. Louis Storm and New York Arrows goalkeepers in the heyday of the original Major Indoor Soccer League. Here is the Spaniard, Keiko Gontan. He is out of La Liga. Played in the top Spanish outdoor league, over 250 appearances there. Luis Morales trying to equalize things. Back to Drew Ruggles. The left footer had a bit of a rough fourth quarter on the previous match at home last Saturday. Hoping for a big one tonight. Gontan working out of the back, feeding Morales. Morales heads it to himself. Then tries to slam a smash back cross there. Felipe's going to run onto this ball. It hits Kia Depina, the official, who's part of the field of play. And then as Gonzalez pushes down Brame right in front of Kia, to me, he is very lucky to only get a common foul here with a two-hand extended push.
Not a good look here for Felipe, as do that exactly where the referee is standing, killing any potential of a play moving forward. We've been waiting for a whole quarter for one string of good passing for the Sockers. We haven't seen that so far.
Chase Hansen arguing with Kia on where Taylor Walter Bond was. Now here's Nick Pereira. We always know where he is. Dances past to Mijatovic. Stepping to his right. He tried to feed it inside the near post. Now he and Mendez go down. The foul will go against the 6'4" Stefan Mijatovic.
Mijatovic and Pereira have such a similar build in terms of their strength and ability with the ball on their foot. You can never really guess what the next move of any of those two players are. And even when you do, it's almost impossible to just defend them. Good dummy there.
Here's Gutierrez. Back to Childs. Tried to feed it to the back post. Good idea. Out of play. This is a defensive clearance against Tacoma. And that means San Diego gets Arena Soccer's most dangerous play, the top of the arc free kick.
The distance may be a little deceiving there at times. It's a tall wall, but that's enough space for some of these elite players to sneak it past, but you'll probably see a pass.
Charlie. Leo, kick save, sliding toe, rebound, another save, turned, here comes Leo, and then one. He had to send it high because of the great pressure of Chase Hansen, but that, my friends, is the best keeper you'll see. It's Chris Toth. He's the man on top of his position right now in this league.
The positioning is absolutely excellent from Toth there on 2 times. The third time, Leo tried to take that extra patient look, but the pressure, as you're saying, Craig, is excellent on defense. And Tacoma now looking in transition.
Michael Ramos steps out of that double team tackle attempt. And for Leo, who got beat on the first goal, he's got to make sure to find his positioning. First game back. Melissa was very accurate in what she said before the match. Here's Pereira. Nick. Good step in by Gabriel Costa, and then he gets bumped off the ball. Play on. Saris now down low, kick save Pardo. Ball still loose on the shot by Moy Gonzalez. El hombre con un sombrero de lana. Here's a high arcing pass headed by Christian Gutierrez back to Tacoma's Michael Ramos. Ramos, 130 goals in his indoor soccer career. He's another one of those all-the-time Tacoma Stars. Jumping in off the bench, great play by Pee Wee Ortega, denying Tyler John, who thought he had an open path to net. Mijatovic spotted him. Pee Wee instead stole the ball. Now he's drawn a double team, and Adrian Correa takes it away. And then Pee Wee fouls him, and we'll have a restart in center circle. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter.
That's what you get with Pee Wee, just getting to the ball quickly. Just a great player. You've seen him develop and grow as a shot.
Look out. Great duck by a young lady 4 rows up, who is now holding her hand to her heart saying, oh my gosh, that fight or flight response. She just turned her head right at the last moment.
Exciting action on and off.
Yes, sir. It's just a subplot here at Frontwave Arena. Pardo bends one end to his old buddy Childs. Let it go over his head to Gontan. Now Gutierrez lifts in one-handed swat. That's Chris Toth again. Spell his name, T-O-T-H. It's a hard O. Learn it.
Just to measure that ball in the air and know that you have it under control to launch yourself and risk potentially missing that ball and having a rebound be a ball that just gets touched in for a goal. It's the elite level that Chris Toth has.
Pardo well played to Gontan. Gontan put it right into the body of Correa. Now this is a transition opportunity perhaps for Tacoma. They're changing players behind the play as Correa drifts in on left wing. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 1-0 Stars. Pereira's 5th from Toth at 8:38. Off the bench, dancing in is Souza. Back to Mijatovic. He and the Sockers got into a tangle in San Diego's last regular season home game at Pechanga Arena, their old home. Gontan. Childs. Tic-tac-toe passing to Felipe Gonzalez. Still in the back to Gutierrez in the final 90 seconds now of the first quarter. Gontan came out to accept the pass, trying to thread it through 2. That bumped up to the hand of Souza for a restart for San Diego. By the way, MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Check it out. MASLsoccer.com. Links to the shows as well. MASL Monday, Under Review. I was a keen viewer of Under Review this week. Christian Gutierrez out to Luis Morales. Does he have something for the end of the quarter? Gonzalez squirting ball to his ex-teammate and current teammate Mendez. They followed each other from Texas to San Diego. All the way back to Pardo, who's very upset as a better decision in his mind could have been made to keep the attack inside the zone. Oh, look at this. It came down to Mendez, but the ball got away from him, and then Brain wackily shot it like off Mendez. Almost looked like he was aiming at his own net. And in the wash, the ball will come out to Tacoma.
Just an unorthodox style to clear the ball there.
Wasn't that weird?
Rebound it calculatedly into the opposing player, who was going to land 3 rows into Frontwave Arena here.
The Frenchman says, I have my ways. Bond bothering Brame. Ramos sending Mijatovic down the bench wall. Mijatovic 2 touches into the zone. Tried to spin the ball right to left foot, and he missed it. And Pee Wee picked it up. There's 31 seconds left for San Diego. Pee Wee looks left and right, then up, and says, hang on, let's get attackers on for one more look at a potential equalizer to end the quarter. It's Charlie Gonzalez. They took 10 seconds off just getting players on. And still on Gutierrez. That was a very poor change by San Diego. Costa back to Charlie. Really wasted 15 seconds there without doing anything. And then a disorganized pass, and it'll be down into the corner, deflected. 3 seconds. That'll end this first quarter here in Oceanside, California. For the visitors, who dropped a 10-5 decision last night to Empire Strikers, but just about the exact first quarter you would want. 1-0 from their captain. We're back with second quarter action next on Galazzo. Stay with us. Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battling aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself. Visit greendropcompression.com. There you see Sonny getting this great crowd fired up at Frontwave Arena. MASL, a 12-team league this year. Monterrey. Monterrey went 24-0 last season.
Yeah.
Lost in the playoffs, upset. No team this year. Now, they're taking a pause. It's not like the team folded or anything. I have spoken in the past to some of the folks who are, whether it was Sonora, whether it was Monterrey, whether Chihuahua. Sometimes the way things are funded down south of the border, you probably know better than me, Tony. A political season often can be the 1 year funding death of a team, and then the money comes back a year later.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, Monterrey had a great product, and everything that happens down south in Mexico is top notch when they want to go ahead and have something to invest over. And ¿sabes qué? Chihuahua ha hecho lo suyo, has had success as well, but the league certainly misses Monterrey and, Chile Willie.
The players don't miss Monterrey, but the league misses them, to be sure. 1-0 Stars here. Our Friday night MASL showcase, a chance for more for Tacoma. Rivers tries for the chip, and it was an ambitious decision that goes to somebody at a desk back behind the western goal. And they're going to go retrieve that loose ball. So what else is new in the MASL? Single table of 12 teams we mentioned. The playoff quarterfinals and semifinals will be held here April 4th, 5th, and 6th at Frontwave Arena, and an all-star game. Back to the MASL. Only other time they did it was in the COVID year. It'll be February 12th in Utica. Can't wait for that. And for the league, a very interesting choice. It's one of those things. You change a format, you find out how it works. Mijatovic in hot water here as the Sockers look for an equalizer. 1 minute in, that ball's over the low wall. If it's a deflection, it's just a direct kick. If it's considered controlled over by Tacoma, it would be a top-of-the-arc defensive clearance. In the estimation of Kia, who the first time I saw him reffing a match was 09, and he had done 1,000 by then. He knows what's what. Here's Charlie. Juan Carlos Charlie Gonzalez to Costa and over to Morales. Morales goes to work. Stutter steps and a hard cross, looking to sneak it inside the far post. Caceres finds one in the middle and lifts it out. And then it's just cleared down the wall. Eddie Na trying to run it down, but the King of Queens, Boris Pardo, was there first. And then Charlie right between two stars, who one of them could have come in on goal unfettered. Well, the pass got through. He said, did I make it or didn't I? Here's Kiko Gontan. Gontan! Save Toth!
Toth doing exactly what he's been doing all game and all season once again. Reading very well that pass and that shot. Here is another chance.
Morales, double team. Mijatovic gets the steal. Nas got the ball. Morales fouls him from behind. Second foul on Luis Morales.
As Morales learns to grow into the San Diego Soccer style of play, there are times where he certainly has an opportunity to offload the ball, make that choice, make that pass, live another day. But with that big body of his, he tries to go ahead and command respect and go through some players at times, and that's exactly what happens. You lose the ball, get a foul.
Gontan finds Ruggles as his outlet. Always calm under pressure, Drew Ruggles. An MASL champion with the Milwaukee Wave, Ruggles. And then part of finalist team in Florida as well, when they lost to the Sockers in 2021-22. Here's Mijatovic. Pereira! It's so pretty. It's gorgeous, in fact. It's Nick Pereira. So calm, so understanding. Mijatovic spots him, and he uses the sole of his foot to shove it on past Pardo for 2-0.
Just an immaculate assist here off of a great autopase. Mijatovic locks and load that assist. You know, usually that goes into some people's chest, but not for Nick Pereira. That's just a cool, calm, big boot for the goal. 2-0.
Oh, Nicky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Nicky. Hey, Nicky. Felipe Gonzalez and the Sockers find themselves down a brace at a suddenly subdued Frontwave Arena, where the audible music is what you're getting more than anything else. Gutierrez now trying to find Charles. He heads it wide, however. That could have been the snapper to answer back. Felipe. Gutierrez. Golden Gutierrez to the left foot. Diving save. Toth is up to it once again. Childs says challenge. I think I was tripped in the box. And anytime the captain asks, the coach delivers. There's the red flag. And here comes our second episode tonight of MASL Video Review.
That's exactly what happened there. Craig Childs looking back to his bench, asking and pleading, say, throw that challenge flag. I felt something, and we'll see. And if it's true, it's going to set up the Sockers for an interesting opportunity here as the officials come towards the screen.
The referee's trying to announce the review, but there's a PA read that's blocking him. Okay, and here we go. As we watch, is Childs tripped by Tyler John? That's what he's asking. Here we see from the goal. Well, he did kind of pinch his ankle. I think he tripped him. Now, that's a foul in the box. That could be not a penalty kick if you're an outdoor fan, because this isn't denying a scoring chance.
Correct.
However, it could be a direct kick from that spot.
Yeah.
Where basically all the stars will just line up on the goal line.
As you see that second leg come back up.
Best great angle from our Amoda crew from the goal. When you look
Correct.
behind the goal,
Yep.
right here, watch now as the legs pinch right there.
And then
That
leg up.
was a tripping
Yep.
motion.
Absolutely.
That was 100% a tripping motion. And I believe we will get a foul called here. Now, will it be a blue card foul? I don't think that's a direct scoring opportunity.
The ball had already traveled past that section right there, but it's more the intent.
Yeah,
It's a little
he
deliberate right
clearly
there.
clips him right there.
Correct.
That's the lifting of the leg. If he had stayed with that leg pinned to ground, no foul. Here comes the call from down on the floor. Okay, well, color me perplexed, but don't color me blue, yellow, or anything else. I saw it, but there's a different way to see it, and we respect the men who get paid to do it.
I believe had there been a little bit more contact after that.
A little more lift, yeah.
That leg goes up.
Yeah.
Certainly deliberate motion, but was there contact themselves? Referee says no.
Well, I think there's a deliberate usage of the word the call stands. That's the classic. It wasn't the call is confirmed. The call stands. So, like, maybe he did, but not enough for us to. It's good to see that level of restraint. Morales and swatting the ball on the cross attempt was Toth. Felipe Gonzalez on the other side, but wasn't in an attacking position at the moment. Sockers blanked in their first quarter here. Remember, they did lose to Tacoma 5-4 up in Washington at the Acesso Shulware Center in Kent. In that match, the Stars were up 5-3. And it was a late sixth attacker goal that got it to 1. San Diego couldn't find the equalizer, but right now, this is classical Tacoma. They're handling things physically. They're getting the wins. Morales gets a win, beats Correa, shoots! Oh, it's off the left post and out. Morales with a snapshot. Mendez comes loose, slithers, and then just spins one into the awaiting grasp.
We've seen Morales do everything, dispossessing, getting back on possession, and really taking everybody on his own, almost inches away from getting the first goal for the Sockers.
Charlie Gonzalez finds a loose ball that was well forced by Taylor Walter Bond, forcing the pressure to the blind kick. Here's Pee Wee. Pee Wee wound up being an unwitting star of last Saturday night's match. Not only scoring a shorthanded goal, but drawing the foul that was then drawn up out of video review and created. Costa. Gabriel Costa, Mitchell Cardenas. Cardenas trying to feed Childs. Mijanovic has just been Johnny on the spot. And then, as Costa sold it, the call is foul, yes, blue, no. Costa definitely went flying.
Costa definitely got contacted as well. And out we see a blue card come out.
How about it? That's... I guess what? Anything within 5... Is that like kind of when you drop food on the floor, 5-second rule? Anything in 5 seconds is okay, and then we'll call the blue? This is a blue card against Tacoma. Mijanovic will go to the sin bin.
And you have to understand the location of this foul and the progression of that play was trending towards a dangerous opportunity for the San Diego.
And as such, the Sockers get their first power play of the night. San Diego was 2 for 2 last Saturday, moving them to 2 for 3 on the year. But the one time they faced Tacoma on a power play this year, they did not score, and the Stars scored shorthanded. Here, Costa tried for the no-look shot. He shot it, but he missed the net. And the power play is underway. It began with 10:07 remaining in the quarter. It'll count down to either 8:07 remaining or a Sockers goal, which could unlock a 2-0 Tacoma lead. Leo, Costa. If you wonder why I say could, it's because Tacoma can score too.
And that's something that they've definitely studied and hopefully got better in the last meeting, from the last meeting here, San Diego.
So much ball handling out there with Costa, Leo, and Charlie. Costa down low, Morales. He's the finisher. Childs is lurking in the dunker's spot on the back post. Leo with 1:15 remaining in the man advantage. Charlie steps in to accept and has to play it back. Leo is up top of the umbrella. Childs down in the left corner now to Charlie, who holds on the red line, curving it in, looking for Morales. Charging was Toth. Got into the legs of Luis Morales to prevent any attempt on goal, back heel or otherwise. And then Leo tries to wrestle the ball loose, and Charlie kicks it into the Tacoma bench, and the Stars will get a free kick.
Tacoma doing really well to close down those windows and really not give an opportunity. Chris Toth acting almost as a center back himself, as a defender, putting his body in the line, making sure that any touch is enough to get that off. And watch out here. Well, never mind.
Complete shank. That's me on the 6th tee after I've hit 4 good ones in a row, and I'm feeling so confident. And then, doggone it, 15 yards and right into that tree, gone forever. That's essentially what that was. It's not about me. 52 seconds left in the power play for San Diego. They need a goal to get this crowd going. Leo side foots it over to Childs. Back out to Charlie. Tried to step on it, but a good pressure by Correa to close down the space. 36 seconds. It's Leo stepping on the ball. Left foot through Morales' legs. The clearance from Logan Jones. High bouncing ball. Pardo knocks it down. Under 30 to go on the Sockers power play. A tripping call on Mijatovic. He's waiting to come out of the bench, out of the box. Charlie to Leo. Morales, can he get a shot away? Morales blocked off by Jones. Well done. Kyle Rivers skips one out and rags more time, and the Sockers don't have enough time to get this one on goal. They just need to get into an attacking position because Mijatovic is in an escaping position, ready to come out right now, full and even strength as Mijatovic runs into the play, and the Sockers fail to score. Mijatovic doesn't get it, though. It's Costa looking back post, and looking there as well was Logan Jones. He read the play, and he defused it. And how about those Tacoma Stars? What a great penalty kill for the visitors from Washington.
San Diego was having those opportunities closed down immediately by the 4 Tacoma Stars defending in a diamond formation very well. And his
Ruggles, he tried to use the outside of his left foot to shuffle one past Toth. Chris Toth might as well have wagged the finger on that one. He's locked in. He's usually locked in against this team. He lives in Fallbrook. He is the North County athlete who's ready to add another chapter to his excellence, to say local hero as well as MASL and U.S. Beach Soccer National Team star. We are under 8 minutes in the second quarter, waiting for the next ball out of play for immediate timeout. Ruggles to Leo. Little space along the north wall, down to Keiko Gontan. Keiko Gontan, double team, back to Leo. Turns, Ruggles on the top. Had to just walk it back out.
Looks like Ruggles asking for a foul there from Peña.
Oh, because because his shoe almost got taken off. He got hot-footed. That whistle with the ball remaining in play does not lead to a timeout. It leads to a free kick for San Diego. Ruggles made the point of showing his exposed heel to say, like, I didn't do this by myself.
It wasn't a malfunction. It was definitely some force applied to that.
It's lucky he didn't get a 15-second call. That's what happens usually when our shoe comes off. Ruggles, I keyed. Morales, 6.5 to go in the half. A scoreless half so far for San Diego. Gontan thought about the overlapping run. Gutierrez looks for the 1-2. But every time, Tacoma has stepped up to the proper defensive position. They're closing space and denying passing lanes. This has just been a clinic put on by the Tacoma Stars. Gontan. Back to Ruggles. He'll shuffle it over to Gontan. Gontan steps back. Stop and go. Off the wall, however, Childs was wrong-footed on the other side of the crease, and it winds up being an easy escape. Nothing's easy until Nick Pereira gets his foot on the ball. Then you can know it's going to go to its intended target. You can call him the most accurate passer in the history of the MASL. And with his next assist, he'll be the all-time assist leader in the league. Gutierrez looking left and right. Leo settles the middle. He's got 2 men around him. He tried to poke it through to Gutierrez, and Eddie Na was the man who got there, and then Na's on the burst. It's 2v1 with Moy. Moy is being sent in. Moy Gonzalez cutting to the left foot. Pardo gets it. Second chance, and Na hits it off the scoreboard and cracks open a Coors Light at the bottom of it. We've got a timeout. 5:15 to go in the first half. 2-0 Tacoma on Galazzo. Adapting, improving, MASL adopting some new rules changes for 2024-25. The shootout is no longer live. It's not the beginning of a power play. You could call that the Gabriel Costa versus Tacoma rule. It's now just 5 seconds, 1v1. As we've already seen, a second VR flag, if successful, as we saw last week. If a player is fouled and takes more than 15 seconds to get back to his feet, or the trainer comes out, that is a situation. It's not a card, but the player must stay on the bench for 2 minutes before he is allowed to return to play. Here's Morales accepting the pass from Boris Pardo, trying to punch it through to his old buddy Mendez. And once again, it was well read. Having a great half is Adrian Correa. Now Morales. Now Morales. Now Luis Morales rips it off the glass with his left foot. And with under 5 to go in the second quarter, it remains Tacoma 2 on 2 Nick Pereira goals. And San Diego still looking for 1. Morales has 5 on the season. He is ready, however, to come off. He got fed the ball by Ben Raymond, and now he's like, come on, man, don't pass it to me. I need to get off. Taylor Bond gets it. He says, I'm ready to go. I feel great. Mendez turns to face. 38 points last year. Member of the U.S. futsal national team, along with Morales, by the way. Mendez dancing. Left foot. Steps again. Very Charlie Gonzalez-like. And here's Bond! What a save! He did it again, gang. He did it again. Chris Toth, reaction. Paws up. Cat-like.
Whenever you have a goalkeeper playing at this level, like you have Chris Toth just showcasing his skills, it's almost impossible to get anything through. And you're seeing it here so far.
Corner kick, Morales! He shoots and scores! Pop open a 6-pack for Luis Morales, and on a sock toss night, tossed him socks. Charity sock toss happening right now at Frontwave Arena as the Sockers cut the lead in half. Let's take a look. I mean, put that through a mailbox slot.
Yeah, an absolute laser shot. In Spanish, you say que lo retrató. Chris Toth didn't even know where that exactly hit him. But to get it through that quite tight of space, it's a testament to the precision that Morales possesses. What a player Luis is. Luisito. Such a joy after the match, getting to know and say hi to all the San Diego Sockers fans. And he really enjoyed being here and in the moment. And he's enjoying his football as of recently.
Luis Morales, 6 goals. He's tied with Nick Pereira now. And just showing you that power. Power and precision. He's got it all. Great job by the soccer squad and volunteers to gather up a couple solid garbage bags full of brand new socks. Those are brought in by Soccer's patrons, and they will be donated via organization to local homeless shelters. San Diego Rescue Mission, let's give them a shout out. They're going to be getting them socks. So thank you via the San Diego Rescue Mission to all the great Sockers fans for their donations.
One of the many absolute wonderful causes the San Diego Sockers are involved with here in El Condado de San Diego. They waited. They knew those socks were waiting. Late into the second quarter is when the San Diego Sockers respond, and I think that woke up the crowd a little bit too as well. You see Chris Toth now with the ball at his feet. Such a weapon on offense as well.
Charlie did get the assist on the set piece. Juice looking for the back door to Souza. Uses a high boot to bring it down. Mijanovic, who got the assist on the second Pereira goal, turns to face with 3:40 to go in the second quarter. Souza, nice move. Got it loose in a block shot by Pee Wee. Now Pereira got the steal, chested it down. Taken away by Charlie Gonzalez. Pereira says, calmate. I've got it. Over to Mijanovic. These two are quite a tandem. Both 6'4". Mijanovic charging into the corner. He's got a 5'4" Gabriel Costa on him. Out to Hansen, who drives it to the back post. Ramos puts it home for 3-1 Tacoma. Beautifully done by the Stars as the Sockers watched the ball as it went in the net.
A wonderful working of the ball around the horn here by Tacoma. It almost seemed inevitable that this play would end up in a goal. You saw Nick Pereira just dictating traffic. And it's exactly as you'd wanted, as you drew it up. Nothing Pardo can do. And nothing the Sockers can do as well. Just look at a wonderful play be executed in front of him.
Ramos with his first of the season. 131st of his career. A 200-point scorer in the league. And give an excellent assist to Chase Hansen. And now San Diego, here's Childs trying to find a loose ball that was just kind of bouncing aimlessly through the crease. Rivers tracks it down, under 3 to go. We'll hear from Craig Childs in a halftime interview. Plus, we'll see the MASL in 5 with Alex Pastravansky. Bring you the first half highlights and come back for third quarter action here live on Golazo. Drew Ruggles backing it up. Cutting it down low to the Spaniard, Gontan, Kiko Gontan. And Correa doing battle. There will be no jump ball. That's a new one of those MASL rules changes. It's officials' discretion. Also, you can never throw in a goal if you're a goalkeeper anymore.
No more.
Toth's like, cool, because I like to shoot with my feet. It's all good. Gutierrez. Souza takes it away for Tacoma. Good charge there by Ben Raymond on Nick Pereira. Knew what he had to do.
And Sockers are finding it hard to find their identity on offense.
Pereira just casually clears Gontan. And what he didn't know is the man smaller than him, so when he extended his hand, instead of getting his shoulder, he got him up high. 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Answering back so quickly from that goal, Tacoma once again. And now Pardo has it taken away. Felipe Souza. No. He thought that Pardo was out of his crease, and Fernando Pena's right there to say, kid, run on back down the field. Oh, well, all right. Keiko Gontan. Souza having a very active shift. Leo got handsy. Now he spins one looking for Gutierrez. Christian with 1:37 remaining in the second quarter. Mendez still looking for his first Sockers point. Going to come on this run of play. Shuffles it to Morales. Turns off the wall. Leo trying to lift it back. Needed to take that shot instead. Moy knocked it away. So make it Brame stepped up. Now Nah on the outlet. 1v the world. Plays it back to the bench where Souza's there to work.
And now you're starting to see once again on the ball the Stars running their plays as freely as they can. Soccer's struggling. Almost seems like they're trying to find Morales and let him run wild. But the Stars a little bit more deliberate in their playing.
Pereira could not put a hammer in, but could absolutely put a nail in your side. With 38 seconds left, can he create one more and turn this into a very different match at 3 goals? Look at this one over the back of Pereira, and then Mijatovic leaned into one and was blocked by Gutierrez, who was quite brave to stand in front of 6'4", 225, putting full force behind that shot.
You can see the intent right now the Stars have. They really want to take advantage of the last couple seconds to score another one. 4-1 would, as you're saying, just change the whole mentality going into halftime.
Mijatovic. Pereira juking and jiving to get some space. Gets the double team, crashing Morales. Got the toe on the ball. Got the ball down the wall. And that's well done for San Diego. Toth says, I'm sending it right back. And he sends it into the stands, and then actually missing the stands, it caroms into the area behind Pardo's net. Am I crazy, or does it look like there's a desk down there with a laptop?
I believe it's another refreshment stand.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, I thought I was crazy.
But
I was like, is that David Letterman's desk down there? 10 seconds for San Diego to come up with some Sockers magic. Mendez tried. Toth punches it out with 3. Tyler John says, can I size up a shot? The answer's no. And that's the end of the first half of play. 30 minutes complete from Frontwave Arena in Oceanside, North County, California. It's the Tacoma Stars 3, the San Diego Sockers 1, as the Sockers find themselves trailing by 2, going back to the locker room to regroup and reconnoiter. There's Phil Salvaggio. He is coming over to speak with our Melissa May Down on the floor, let's head down.
All right, Coach. Offensively, obviously, it just seems like the team has not gelled yet. Will you be making any changes?
Oh yeah, there'll be some changes. Very disappointed on the way we're playing right now. We're just not clicking.
Is there anything positive you're taking out of the half that you're bringing in and talk to the team?
I might not have my voice coming back in the second half.
Duly noted. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you so much, Melissa. It's halftime. Let's take a break. Craig Childs' halftime interview on MASL in 5 right after this. You're watching the MASL on Golazo. It's halftime here at Frontwave Arena between the Stars and the Sockers, and I'm joined by my Takayo. It's Craig Childs. Captain, how you been?
Good, Craig. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the start of the season for this club. Last week, obviously controversial, but you got in front of this crowd, over 4,500 here inside Frontwave Arena. What did it mean to finally realize the vision of being in here?
You know, the atmosphere was great, and we kind of joked around that we gave the fans everything they wanted with that overtime win. But Utica came in and gave us problems. They're a really good team, and we're really focused in here on Seattle tonight, Tacoma.
Absolutely. When you talk about the Stars, and you look at this entire table, it used to be you'd have to worry about, we got to get through this team in the first round now. What do you think about having all 12 teams back in one table?
You know, honestly, there's a lot of talent in the league this year. Everything's kind of consolidated a little bit, and every squad is good, and every squad's going to give everybody a little bit of trouble. And so the single table's nice. I think that means we don't automatically have to go through Chihuahua, but everybody's kind of looking at Chihuahua as the front runner right now.
Got a couple of new additions to this team. Luis Morales, Sebastian Mendez coming in from the Outlaws. Obviously, Luis has fit right in, but what has it meant to have those young legs on the team?
Yeah, they're great. And Sergio as well, you know, coming in with La Liga experience. We know the Texas boys can ball out, having played against them the last few years, and so it's nice to have them on our side.
And, of course, anytime you take on the Tacoma Stars, it means old friend Nick Pereira or old frenemy Nick Pereira. I feel like you guys know each other as a side as intimately as you can.
It's tricky. We know tendencies of each other very well, and you know, a lot of that team, we played hundreds of games against each other for decades, and you know, we know them just as well as they know us. It's always an epic battle between the two groups, and we're looking forward to it.
Last thing, it's the holiday season. What's going on with the Childs fam?
Nothing much, you know. We're going to ride it out. You know, we got the game on the 28th here that we're looking forward to, but just enjoying ourselves.
He is the captain of the San Diego Sockers. It's Craig Childs. We're back with MN5 right after this on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Shoot! He scores!
Welcome back, everybody. This is MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bachevanski. It is great to see you again. I'm going to break down everything that's gone down in the league for you over the past week, and I just need 5 minutes to do it. Let's go.
Gutierrez, bouncing ball, can't control it, finds Morales, he scores! His third goal of the year and the first ever at Frontwave Arena.
Luis Morales helps Chris in San Diego's new arena with its first ever goal, but they were in a dogfight with Utica City last weekend. Back and forth they went. This game actually went into OT. Utica thought they won it right there off that goal, but hold on for a second. The officials decide to review the play. They say there was a foul coming up right here on Pee Wee Ortega in the lead up to the goal, so they disallow it. Utica understandably livid at the call, and just seconds later their mood got even worse.
Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in Juan Salazar. Down low, it's Morales for the win. He scores!
Morales gives San Diego the win, but if you're Utica City, that one definitely stings. Tacoma hosted Chihuahua. This was another crazy one. Two powerhouse teams going at it. Nick Pereira scoring an absolute beauty right there, but you can never count the defending champs out. They come back in this one. It goes to a shootout, and the Savage managed to prevail by a 4-3 final score. The teams have a rematch on January 31st back in Chihuahua. The Sparks will be flying in that one. Utica City and Empire last Friday. Kelvin Oliveira is absolutely on fire to start the season. He notched a hat trick. Utica wins. Milwaukee and St. Louis locked horns in a sensational contest. The ambush stayed close the whole way with the powerful wave, but ultimately the visitors win 7-6. Finally, KC hosted the Dallas Sidekicks. Ramon Palmer with one of the goals of the week right there. The Comets have no trouble handling the Sidekicks as they trounce them 9-2. So who's hot right now? Christian Enreos had a scintillating performance against Dallas as he torched the visitors for 4 goals on the day, leading KC to that big victory. Alex Sanchez of Milwaukee sits near the top of the league scoring race through the first 2 games of his campaign, and he picked up 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points in the win over the ambush. And big things were expected from Luis Morales this season when he was brought in from Texas, and he has not disappointed. He already had 2 goals before the Utica game and added a hat trick in the Sockers win, including, of course, the OT winner. Okay, one big matchup coming up this weekend is the rematch between the Sockers and the Stars. Tacoma knocked off San Diego in their season opener 2 weeks ago. The Stars are looking like they'll be a powerhouse this season. The Sockers will be out for revenge after that loss in Tacoma. Okay, your scoring leaders, Marquez leading their way, followed by Oliveira, Reggett, and Acosta, all tied with 7 points apiece. And new San Diego Soccer, Luis Morales, rounding out your top 5 with 6 points so far. Your players of the week are Philip Ejimadu from KC in goal, his teammate Chad Vandegrift for defenders, and Kelvin Oliveira on offense. Let's start things off with Chad Vandegrift. 1 goal and 6, count them, 6 big blocks in that KC win over Dallas. Offensively, it was Oliveira. He's an MASL rookie, but looks like a veteran out there. 6 goals in 2 games for Utica last weekend. And your goalie of the week, Ejimadu. Fantastic performance against Dallas as he picked up 13 saves to beat the boys in green. Plays of the week now.
And Mansoret tried the bike. Fabian chips it. Fabian with the chip.
To the D-line of these faithful. Frank squeezes it in there. Oh, Will Escape!
Sounds. DeAndrade, Dantas, down low, goal! Beautifully done, Cordy Gerson.
Penalty box. Pereira turning. Little pirouette. His shot, back post. Pereira retakes the lead just 15 seconds later.
Lewis fed it on over to Junior Kazim. Kazim shoots! And
Felipe charging in to try and win this loose ball. He does. Costa feeding in Juan Salazar. Down low, it's Morales for the win! He scores!
Their first home victory.
And that is a wrap for this week's show. But just remember, all throughout the MASL season, to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the league, be sure to check out the MASL's official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back inside Frontwave Arena. We're in Oceanside, California for the second San Diego Soccer's home match of the 2024-25 NASL schedule. And with 30 minutes complete and 30 remaining, it is Tacoma Stars 3, San Diego Soccer's 1. Craig Elston, Tony Sanchez, Melissa May back with you. Let's show you how it happened in the first half and roll in our goal highlights. It starts with Nick Pereira just going right past Leonardo de Oliveira 1v1 and beats Pardo's short post for a 1-0 lead at 8:38. 1 would become 2 thanks to the brilliant pass and catch. That's Mijatovic to Pereira. Sticks out that big right leg and pokes the ball in with the sole of his foot. Watch it again from the goal as the ball rattles the goal for 2-0. That goal 2 minutes, 2:27 into the second quarter. Luis Morales gets the Sockers on the board, firing it off the shoulder of Toth and in. Pure power for 2-1 on the assist from Charlie. However, Tacoma answered right back, and look at the vision. It's Chase Hansen spotting Michael Ramos inside of the foot to the inside of the foot. Ramos passes it into the net for 3-1. First half shots 10-8 in favor of San Diego. The whistle sounds and we're underway with third quarter action live on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. It's great to have you with us on this Friday night. The Stars 1-1-1. The Sockers 1 win, 1 loss. That loss came to Tacoma. For the Stars, beating San Diego twice in a season is a truly rare event. Beating them twice in a row to start a season? Oh my, but here's a steal. Felipe Gonzalez scores! The steal and then the 1-2 with Pee Wee Ortega. And with 28 seconds elapsed in the third quarter, Tony, the Sockers make an immediate statement that this half may not be like the other.
Sockers taking advantage of something that they had been doing very well in the first 2 quarters is gain possession and get the ball back in a advantageous area for them, but then we're not able to get that ball across. Chris Toth doing very well for the most part, but here really culminating in a fantastic result for the Sockers. It's exactly what you ordered right out the gate from halftime.
They got the call and response back. Here's Pereira. His call is for the shot. Pardo parries it. Bond knocks it down. Mijatovic re-enters the fringe of the attacking zone, and Costa is able to knock it away for San Diego. So a first-minute goal to turn the third quarter. And let's see if San Diego this time can build on the momentum. Tacoma last time had a very quick answer just a minute and 4 seconds later. Drew Ruggles. There's Leo. Leo's not only been out from the start of this season for a preseason training injury, but he missed a good portion of last season as well, Tony. And we just haven't seen Leo at that fitness level that we know he can operate at when he becomes as dangerous a midfielder as exists in this league. Morales trying to come out. He's going to bomb it out of play, and as it rattles past a fan underneath the Starlight Club, let's show you how San Diego made it 3-2.
And another great intervention there to put the pressure on, and it's those moments where San Diego really has to take advantage of the few mistakes that Tacoma's done so far.
Costa with a steal. Costa with a burst. Gabi Costa is in the corner, threads it through 2, but Morales was not in the middle. And now a chance to escape. Tyler John beats Gonzalez down the floor badly and then just misses with the shot. Charlie's got to watch that tape back and wonder how he can let the player just beat him down the floor in a sprint.
It's almost unexcusable in that moment there. Charlie has to do a little bit better and get that body of his across the board. La pelota pasa or the player passes, not both sometimes, and just got dusted on that chance. Very fortunate the Sockers didn't get a shot on their net once again.
Mijatovic, Eddie Na. Na holds. Well played by Eddie Na. Back to Mijatovic. Steps and controls and finds the speedster John. Tyler John's had a very nice match. All of the Stars have been generally tip-top. That quick answer by San Diego trying to change the tenor of the match. And look how the Stars respond, fans of Golazo. They respond by slowing it down, spreading it out, and trying to wear out a team that I think they've already sniffed. They've got a fitness advantage on. Now, keep in mind, San Diego has about the best competitive advantage you can hold in this league. They have the lying in wait advantage. Last night, Tacoma played and then traveled. Ramos, he's open, he shoots, and there's Pardo. He got his body between the ball and the net. Well done. Good outlet, Gontan. Could be 2v1 the other way. Charlie comes down the floor. Charlie took too long to come down the floor. And I wonder if he's dealing with something. Raymond, this one's just cleared out almost to me. And it'll be defensive clearance against Tacoma. Wow, that looked like a clear 2v1 to send Gontan in, Tony, and all of a sudden it was just a huff and puff down the floor.
Yeah, Charlie looks to be a half step behind the play as far as these two instances here, and Charlie has to make that decision as far as the veteran as well. Gontan was just waiting to get that opportunity. See if they can make it up with a free kick opportunity here.
Gonzalez. There's Morales, great block. That's out of play and could be a corner kick. Let's see where they set the restart. No, they'll put it on the wall. So well defended. Well done by Logan Jones. And the Stars continue to lead 3-2. Morales holds, looking for someone to spin this ball off of. He'll spin himself. Now Felipe over to Christian Gutierrez. Little space for the right foot, blocked by the present Matt Brame. And then headed over to Toth, who's always in the moment.
Really sound defense by Tacoma showcased tonight. And that speed in which they can just come out the burst of the defense is absolutely dangerous and lethal on a counterattack.
Almost a chance for Felipe. Good step, Sebastian Mendez. Mendez then just dispossessed by Brame. So, $1 million start, but the finish wasn't there. And in fact, we didn't even get to the moment to sing the song. The beat was off.
Mendez once again having a chance to look up and distribute the ball.
Speaking of the distribution, how about Mijatovic forward to Pereira? Nick Pereira. Cardenas looks like he's leaning against a wall. Back to Moy Gonzalez. Pardo can't get this one. Pereira might. It's Mijatovic again, hoping for a handball. No, says Kia Depina. The official right there. And a foul called on Mijatovic. You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League on Golasso, Tony. Well, you're not. You're calling it, but everyone else is. Go ahead.
It's just impressive the distribution of different styles and profiles of these players, and you have to really utilize every single advantage you can. Gabi Costa.
Gutierrez with a burst. Pass Jones, shooting, parried away by Toth. Mendez brings it back down. Gutierrez with two men bracketing him. Then Mendez tried to feed right into the phone booth to Gutierrez. Childs with the captain's armband turns it back to Drew Ruggles. The veteran to Mendez. Works himself into a double team. And then with the outlet to Felipe, the offensive moment passes. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. One goal in the quarter. Felipe Gonzalez scored it. Now he's got the run down the middle. Felipe to Childs. Childs gets pulled through, and then he tried the same play. And here comes Logan Jones the other way. Gonzalez to his right, Pereira to his left. It's Moy Gonzalez turning to shoot. Save Pardo. Great save. Pereira flicks it and blocked by Ruggles. He denies a hat trick for Nick.
A quick paw by Pardo keeps this out of the net, but Tacoma still trying.
Ramos, one-handed save by Pardo. And he leaves it for Pee Wee to run forward, and then a holding foul on the shoulder of Pee Wee by Ramos. Big defense from Boris Pardo for San Diego. Getting the job done. Gontan trying to feed in Leo. Toth read the play. Chris Toth might as well be a midfielder. He's that aware. He's that clever. A roar in the crowd there. And play on, and then Pee Wee dives into the back of Tyler John. This very well could be a blue card. And to be honest, that's a fortunate situation that it's not, as Pee Wee left his feet from behind the player and struck him in the back.
Almost seemed like an eye for an eye challenge there. Didn't get the call, decided to come back, and that same energy and adrenaline just barrel through. I have to agree there, Craig. Very fortunate for Ortega not to be booked.
Juice Cox to Correa as the Stars had the kick. They worked it to the right side. Correa, great slide tackle of the ball. Luis Pee Wee Ortega. And Juice Cox trying to win it right back on the pinball machine. He's got it. He juke steps. He comes in. He's got it right into the chest of Boris Pardo. And then Ruggles says, get off my keeper. And Kia Depina says, I'm just going to stand right here. I love it, Kia.
Showing the stature as well.
That's a veteran referee.
As you can really see the tension start to rise here Pee Wee Ortega being in the middle of it once again.
8:18 to go in the third. San Diego looking for a game-tying goal. They have been behind since the 8:38 mark of the first quarter. Leo. Logan Jones. Bond trying to wrestle it loose. So's Leo, and a foul is called on De Oliveira. Well, you can see what it could be, Tony, down the road for this Sockers team. Right now, you've got players coming back from injury, players early in season, and just clearly not in form yet. Pereira. Pereira's in form. Pereira turns, just clears Raymond with a move. Out to Brame off the Soccer Script logo atop the frame. Pereira looking for that record-breaking assist. Tries again instead with a sneaky shot. Pardo trying to feed out Gutierrez. Can Christian run on it? He does, but shot it wide as Brame got in the way. Well done. Now Childs brings it down and shoots it down over the fence and into the crowd, and it brings us to immediate timeout. 3-2 Tacoma, but San Diego has drawn one closer here in the third quarter. Come back for more run from Oceanside on Galazzo. Back with you at brand new, beautiful Frontwave Arena. 3-2 Tacoma, trying to spoil the Friday night party in front of a crowd of Sockers fans that are happy to be here, but want to have a little more to cheer. But the thing is, Tacoma's here to play, and they're here to win. They've already beaten San Diego once this year, and when we talked in the open about a changing of the guard, potentially out west, it's built around two of the best players that this league's ever seen, in Nick Pereira and Chris Toth. Charlie got a little space and fed Keiko Gontan. Here's the Spaniard into a triple team. That's rarely ever going to work out, and then the foul is easy to call from behind.
Definitely a move where you have to realize that any sort of space that you get is immediately going to be closed down there. 3 defenders for Tacoma coming down quickly. It's a little bit of the just adaptation that you have to do from the outdoor game to the indoor game. Time is incredibly fast as Cardenas gets fouled here.
Gives me a chance to remind you to catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Golasso Network with Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Levanko, joined by the league's stars to talk about the biggest games and the hottest topics. It's MASL Monday. Check it out every Monday. Here's Ramos. Tried to jump through the double team. Instead, the ball snuck through, but to Boris Pardo. 6:36 to play in the third quarter. Is there another gear for the Sockers? And if so, can they find the shift? Here's Mendez. Mendez has a little space, but he shot it well wide.
Mendez having a look there with that left foot of his. Powerful, definitely, but could have used a little bit more patience in the location of it. Had some outlets as well, once again.
It's always easier from up here in the press box. But sometimes it's the nature. It's kind of almost like a new player on a baseball team that wants to get a homer for his first hit. You want to just smash the ball for your first goal, when sometimes a much more delicate play is what actually will work. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mijatovic has his 2 forwards in front of him. Mijatovic off the wall, looking for a Wallace score, and then the ball kind of squirted away. Gutierrez lost his balance momentarily. Tacoma still got possession, but no longer, as the ball crawls to Pardo. Now Gutierrez in front of the bench. Great step in by Matt Brame. Again, the Stars not really letting anything loose. San Diego's really had to earn the 2 things they've gotten. Pereira to Chase Hansen, who has currently the assist that's got Tacoma on top. Here comes Chris Toth. He could go, if you give him space, he'll come all the way down the floor and shoot. Chips this one off of the Flight Sports logo. Moy Gonzalez still feeling chilly. Still got the knit cap. Who knew that a wool cap would be an accoutrement del futbolero. I just went French to Spanish right there. I don't know why. Mix up.
It worked
In
out.
high school. And
See,
so did this for the moment. As Toth again restores order. Pereira. Down goes Pereira. Bond called for the foul. You can get the latest news on the league and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram or MASL Arena on X.
So far, Tacoma looking like the
TikTok,
most complete team.
Great
Oh.
job, Amoda. TikTok, too. Don't forget TikTok until it's banned. Then you can forget all about it, but not yet. Go for it. Take the risk. Caceres. Ramos. And Caceres. Sends in Ramos well. Gutierrez, however, stepped right to the space he needed to be. Costa, Bond. Unfortunately, that pass slightly off, and just that instant of a touch, you know, you'd think it wouldn't be a big deal. When you're playing it at the highest level, it's everything. Pereira. Mijanovic and Bond stepped in, played it off the sidewall to his teammate Ruggles. There's 3:45 to play in the third quarter. It's 3-2 Tacoma. Great sliding tackle of the ball on his way off by Mijanovic. Kind of a show-off play. But now, Pee-wee. Now, Gontan. Gontan going forward. He's drawn a double team. He's skipped out of it. Kept the ball alive through Leo to Ruggles. And Leo trying to send in Pee-wee. Great slide once again. Correa came up with the play. Rushing in Rivers. Got the advantage on Ruggles to get in there with position. And drew the foul, and a direct kick coming for the Tacoma Stars.
And this is a direct result of, once again, hard defending, putting everything on the line, not giving an inch, cutting every opportunity the San Diego Sockers have had for a look, and turning it into a free kick opportunity.
Earlier tonight, a couple 5-4 results in the league. Milwaukee beating Baltimore 5-4. St. Louis, the Tayus over Dallas 5-4. Here to the back post and off the back of Juice Cox's leg. If it hits the front of his leg, gang, it's a goal. Instead, it's the other way. It's Gontan. And sliding Mijanovic. Gontan stayed with it to Morales, who can walk it in. Soccer's goal. Who set it up? El hombre de España se llama Keiko Gontan.
¡Qué golazo! Una jugada de español. That was a fantastic setup. Learning from earlier where Mijanovic actually read him very well, knew that the slide tackle was coming, waited, had the patience to offload it in order for Morales to also patiently slide that ball in. We have a tie game, Craig. That is fantastic play here from the Spaniard, Gontan.
Gontan with the assist. He had the goal last week. He really did it all there. And Morales winds up getting his 7th goal of the season as a result.
Special, very special player that we've seen unfold, Luis Morales.
And for the first time since it was zeros, it's all level, this time at threes. Childs tried to get it loose. Charlie was lurking, but so was Chris Toth. 2-2-2 on the clock and 3-3 on the scoreboard for a full house. Two's full.
Now, the dangerous aspect of utilizing this momentum to carry you forward on offense for the Sockers is you can leave some defensive aspects a little bit to
Mendes
lack.
on the 1-2. Well wide, but he gets the foul called. He's looking for the blue. The Sockers burned their challenge earlier in the match. But a free kick is coming to try and take the lead. A 2-0 quarter for San Diego. Could be more on this. And the first question you have to ask, where's Morales? He's over on left wing. Morales is stepping to create space. He's got space. Look how much space. Acres. If you can get it to Morales, if it's a curving pass, it's an aerial distribution, but if you can get it there, it's a goal. Or do you fake it and try and feed Leo on the far post? Costa has room up top as well. It's a tighter pass just to get it to Gabby Goal's foot. Here's the choice by Charlie. Looking for the back heel from Leo, and then Charlie gets a quick shot away and Toth makes the save. Fires out the distribution. Cox sent it to the middle. Correa hustled on it. He gets taken down by Morales. Play on. What a huge non-call by Fernando Pena. Ball in the air. Pardo knocked it down and still alive. Brame in the corner. Brame is drawing the foul in that corner with 1:36 to go.
A couple of interesting looks there. Pardo not having the chance to squeeze that in between his hands or punch it out, leaving this play alive. But also great use of the body, just to use shoulder-to-shoulder contact to dispossess the Stars player. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and see another dangerous opportunity for Tacoma.
Pereira to Caceres. Charlie, well done. Again, we mentioned it a couple of times, but Nick Pereira is currently tied with Leo Gibson on the all-time. Oh, almost through for a goal there. Pereira didn't touch that one, but now he's touching it. Cox off of Caceres' outside of his leg. Anyways, next assist for Pereira. He's the MASL's all-time leader. He's got 2 goals tonight instead. Now, Nick tried to feed it through Ben Raymond. Well played by Raymond. However, stolen away by Cox. Back is Leo. Leo, slick. Gutierrez, Raymond, spinning ball. Costa had to wait for the spin. Down Gutierrez. Gutierrez now will fire! And a save by Toth. Costa keeps it alive. Gutierrez to Leo in the corner. Leo avoids a takeaway attempt. Left foots it across the attacking zone. Gutierrez back out front and center to Taylor Walter Bond. 30 seconds in the third quarter. Sockers have both goals in this frame. They'd love 3 and a lead. Here's Leo. Looking for Sockers magic. Bond wants to provide. Heavy touch. Mijatovic was able to get his foot on it. Costa fouls Souza. 14.1 seconds.
You start to see different layers of the Sockers offense here as a chance for Tacoma.
Raymond, look out, Moy! Whee! Into the crowd. It hits 3 pairs of hands, a couple of concrete steps, and eventually into a young girl's arms with 7.6 seconds remaining.
Sockers need to take advantage of this momentum that they're carrying now. It's the best moment they've seen all game.
3 seconds. No chance for a shot here. The quarter comes to an end, but it was the quarter the Sockers needed coming out of the disappointment of the first half. Goals from Felipe Gonzalez and Luis Morales have tied things up. It's all knotted at 3 on Galazzo. Welcome home indeed to North County's home for live sports and entertainment. Frontwave Arena. 4th quarter time live on CBS Sports Galazzo Network. On behalf of the commissioner, Keith Tozer, JP Delacamera and the rest of the front office, Craig Elston, Tony Sanchez, Melissa May, our Emota broadcast crew. The Sockers trailed 1-0 after 1 quarter, trailed 2-0 in the second, got one back and quickly gave it up for 3-1 at halftime. But goals in the first minute, 28 seconds in, from Felipe Gonzalez in the third quarter, and then at the 12:01 mark, a beautiful play started by Kiko Gontan and continued to allow Luis Morales just to tap it in from an inch away. Has tied it all up, 3-3. Shots are 16-15 in favor of San Diego. And with the Sockers running right to left, the Stars running left to right, we've got a knotted up 4th quarter to bring you on Galazzo.
Such an important factor to take a look at in this last quarter is going to be the fitness. We've mentioned it throughout this match. Tacoma looking like they have started at 100% and maintained that level the entire time. We'll see if Sockers can keep pace.
However, the Stars do remember last night when they were right there even and then conceded 6 times in the fourth quarter. Saw a game completely get away, gave up 10, lost to Strikers 10-5. Tonight they play the second of a back-to-back. It's not a long travel, but they traveled from Ontario to San Diego. Here's the nice turnout by Logan Jones. Felipe runs it down at midfield. So while we've seen Tacoma feel like they have that fitness edge early, will this fourth quarter be the time that the truth comes out in terms of the lactic acid in those legs back-to-back nights? Felipe gets rubbed off the play by Tyler John as he goes cascading away. Cardenas seeks a bouncing ball. It's put back through his legs toward the penalty box wall. First minute gone, fourth quarter. Fight for possession. And it looks like it's going to come back to Tacoma because they enact a 5-person change.
Not a call being agreed by all the Sockers.
No, I saw some vociferous disagreement, you might say. Out to Pereira. Oh, Felipe, well done. Brings it down. And then Moy Gonzalez takes it back. Hansen. Mijatovic trying to burst to his left. Mendez stayed with him that time. And it's back out to Chase Hansen. Souza now probing from the back. Moy Gonzalez. Cap in place. Over to Luis Morales. Look out, double teamed. And he's happy to hear that whistle right there.
Come on, showing that press, that high press that they've been so successful at so far. And the Sockers need to play a tidy game, knowing that any opportunity, Tacoma can definitely be lethal on the other side.
Pardo spins one in. Gutierrez heads it toward net. Chris Toth in his comfort zone. Toth stopped 27 shots in a 5-4 Tacoma win over San Diego in their opener. That was back on December 7th. Childs trying to find the loose ball from Ruggles. Childs, Craig Childs, right post and out. Costa gets the call in the corner for a free kick. Oh, Craig Childs thought he had his second of the year, and he put a notch in the post instead.
A great anticipation by Ruggles that led to almost an assist, and Craig Childs having that side of the poste not be on his good side today.
Childs is lurking at the top of the arc. He gets it. Couldn't step into it, though, and that allowed Brame to block the shot, but it's spun to Leo in the corner. Back heel pass. Childs trying to turn on it. Brame again read the play. Well done by the Frenchman. And he's the third touch to get it out of the zone as well. 12.5 to play. Running clock, fourth quarter, 3-3 tie. Morales has 2 goals. He has a burst. He has a chance. He has the left foot. He hits it off of the glass. Raymond saw such a hard rebound come out. Almost got away from him. Costa gets it back to Morales. Leonardo de Oliveira. Pee-wee hoping for the overlapping run. Bond went racing into the zone. Raymond's got the ball. Raymond to Costa. Gabriel Costa from Rio de Janeiro. Costa steps, left foot. He can work with either foot. Right to the left again, and a line drive knocked down by Toth.
You just got to continue peppering that goal for Tacoma. One of them is going to go ahead and be a rebound or scooped out, hopefully by Chris Toth.
Here comes Toth.
There he goes.
Here comes the man. Finally, the Sockers come on up. Look how calm he is as a goalkeeper. Has an attacker on his side. Gets it to Pereira. Pereira's ball. Trying to step through 2. And well done by 2 much smaller men. Costa said, I'll take the left leg. Pee-wee, you take the right leg. We'll take down the giant between us.
And that's the key to defending such a large individuals, just staying with them and almost looking for them to foul you with the strength that Nick Pereira has. But sometimes you can get your legs in there and dispossess. It's a difficult task. You definitely have to be brave and, you know, get ready for some strong challenges in there.
Stefan Mijatovic, definitely one of the top 8 players on the floor tonight, for sure. One of the top 2 or 3 for Tacoma. Trying to get it to Nicky, but it got through to Pardo instead, and the ever-steady goalkeeper spins it out. Nice ball, sending Pee Wee forward. Pee Wee's got Raymond in front of him. He's got Keiko in the middle. Goal Goal! Suckers for the lead. El hombre de España marcó otra vez.
Otro golazo del español Kiko Gontan. Taking a look, putting his head up, knowing that he has the space to align himself. Se perfila y tira, puts it exactly out of the reach of Chris Toth. Welcome to San Diego. Bienvenido. Enhorabuena, Kiko Gontan.
His second goal in as many matches, and Pee Wee has a 2-assist night. And the Sockers have their first lead of the match. 4-3 San Diego. Frontwave Arena's buzzing as the Sockers see the Stars pressure right away. Crashing out is Pardo. He's loose on a loose ball. A whistle has come as 2 Sockers pick themselves up off the turf. That goal at 4:33. Gontan from Pee Wee. Kiko. Wow.
Really impressive. Just, you can clearly tell the outdoor influence where he has that patience. His off-the-ball movement, you'll see him looking behind him, making sure his next step is calculated. But it's a breath of fresh air that the Sockers have found with the Spaniard.
Under 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Leo stepping in on Brame. Got the steal, got the ball forward. Mendez under pressure, tipped away. Leo's down. Leo's holding his ankle or the back, maybe his calf. He's able to get back up. It's back over to Pardo. Played it off the wall and hung on. Threw it out to Gutierrez. Back to Leo. Leo's up and at him again. Bracketed. Everywhere he goes, he draws the attention of the defense, no matter whether he's finding his form or whether he's in the middle of it. That's the level of respect 10 years in this league has brought to Leonardo de Oliveira. 4-3 San Diego, and they have all 3 goals in this half. Tacoma has been shut out. Mijatovic, that's a 3-line pass. That was kicked by Pardo and over 3 lines. And that means a red line restart for Tacoma. Now, you don't want to give Nick Pereira set pieces if you are a defense too often, because this man, he knows what to do, and this could be that record-setting assist on a red line restart right here. He's going to call timeout.
Yes. Take a pause, think about it, reassess.
It's a sign of this man's career and brilliance, Tony, that with goals, yes, we will take this break. We'll come back with this critical free kick as Pereira has 228 goals, 225 assists in his career. And we will actually keep it right here. This will probably wind up being considered by the officials as the media timeout. Okay, so we're going to go to break right now, and we'll come back and see what happens. 4-3 Sockers with the lead over Tacoma, and you are watching the MASL on Galazo.
Indoor soccer fans, it's time to unleash a giant leap for fandom. Introducing MASL Indoor Soccer Fantasy Football. Build your dream team, invite your friends, and create your own draft league, all for free. Draft and trade players and win bragging rights as your team dominates the league. With MASLI Football, you're not just a fan, you're part of the action. Go to MASLI Football to sign up, get started, and play.
It's a red line restart after a 3-line pass. Tacoma has a chance to try and equalize. 4-3, Sockers lead the Stars. Major Arena Soccer League on Galazo. Jamail Cox is now the man taking the kick. Caceres down low to Pereira, back to Cox, and his shot was blocked by Luis Pee Wee Ortega. And the counter is on. Christian Gutierrez finding Felipe Gonzalez, got that ball moving well. Gonzalez trying to return the favor, and Caceres was there to knock it down.
Gonzalez taking his hands to his head, knowing that that pass should have been a little bit better. Oh, watch out.
Okay. Caceres to Pereira. Nick to the chest of Pee Wee Ortega, to his forehead, to his toe. Spinning back and forth, the whirling dervish of the San Diego Sockers. And what a match he's had. Pee Wee with a pair of assists in this second half.
He's really come to his own, not only in the last couple games of the season last year, but this season has been incredibly important. Usually just there to take a couple of fouls, but really coming on his own on the offensive side.
Caceres. And the Stars, now they for the first time are the team on the back foot, trying to find that tying goal. They had been in control through the first half. San Diego's taken the control away. 7:41 to go in the match. Mijatovic, blocked by Raymond. Bond trying to burst down Route 1. John got in the way. Foul called on Bond. And that draws derision from the audience in hand.
Seems like an interpretation that Bond ran into the Tacoma defender who set himself to receive contact.
So he drew the charge. Well, there are Clippers games here too. Charger block. Mijatovic and the Stars. Back to John. He has to hustle the ball across the Frontwave Credit Union logo. We've played 8 in the fourth quarter. We've got 7 left. Toth forward to Eddie Nas, taking his shift up top. Nah, well read by Mitchell Cardenas. Logan Jones now. Stars trying to create possession. They don't really have their big-time attackers out there right now, more of their checking line. Here comes John, got checked off by Bond. Well done by Taylor Walter Bond. Leo absorbed contact. Can't get past Brain, but he does get the pass out. It's Costa off the wall, looking for the head of Gutierrez. Instead, it was the chest of Brame into Toth. Don't forget, if there's a controversial call you disagree with tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show. Under Review with Phil Ivanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Watch that show intently this week. Came out a little early, in fact. I think probably good reason. Toth starting to come up and join the attack. He'll wind up, if they need it, being their 6th attacker. They rarely use a 6th attacker, Tacoma. Now, we've got another key update. Moy Gonzalez has taken off his cap, allowing that nice haircut to show. Here's Costa. Ruggles.
Perhaps a weighted cap. Getting ready for the fourth quarter. You know,
there you go.
Shed some weight.
A weighted cap. Where'd you put the weight? On my head. Back to Pee Wee. Pee Wee with 2 helpers already. Childs trying to give it to Pee Wee. Toth stays calm under pressure. Nick Pereira takes a pull from the back of Ruggles. Nicky would like a blue card. He might get a yellow for his trouble. He's got to be careful. Arturo Ibarra has heard enough.
Ruggles immediately just going back.
I love that.
Making sure nobody took the license plates. It's a tactical foul as it gets there by the veteran Ruggles.
Pereira. Nick Pereira. Lifting it in the air. Cox can't get a hold of it. Mendez trying to bring it down. Bond, he's got a burst. Taylor Bond in on net. He shoots and he scores! Frontwave Arena is on its feet for Taylor Walter Bond. He's got the high five.
Bond bombing and following that play the entire way, seeing that Mijatovic was not going to be able to catch him, was caught two-footed, just lays it on the line with that energy that he has. Bond having to finish it with the inside foot as well to curl it around Chris Toth. 5-3 San Diego Sockers.
Taylor Walter Bond, another MASL OG. He's played in all 11 of this league's seasons. Once a 40-goal scorer back for the Chicago Mustangs. That was many years back, but the 36-year-old has found that third forward position. Defensive runner, guy who mixes it up, physical, but still has that speed. And right there you saw the straight line speed of Taylor Walter Bond. To get on that ball, it requires determination and hustle, and it requires the talent to beat the man down the floor. Bond beating Toth, and now bringing, I'd say, the Stars, Tony, into an interesting spot here. Just under 5 minutes to play in the match, so plenty of time for Tacoma. But when you've got Chris Toth and his versatility, the question will be, do they just move him into the attack right now and flow with a sixth attacker?
This is the point of the game where we really have to take that educated risk, and Chris Toth is an asset on offense, but in defense, you're really leaving that goal wide open. And the moment that the Sockers are living right now, it's going to be interesting to see if that's the course of action Tacoma takes. But the Sockers have taken advantage of every single opportunity they've had coming out of halftime. Not a chance.
4-goal half.
Correcto.
From 3-1 down to 5-3 up. 2 goals each quarter so far. And again, I am reminded that Tacoma had a defensive collapse in the fourth quarter yesterday. And as you continue to up the risk and push the chips in here, you can also lose them as fast as you do. So I would say right now, this is the moment of this match. +3, put this win on the Sockers' ledger. If they get it to a quick +1, all of a sudden the Stars have a great opportunity. And here's Toth at least walking up to midfield. Chris Toth sees the attack and chooses to send the ball forward. Mijatovic has to run back, so does Toth. 4.5 minutes to play. Sockers trying to keep Frontwave Arena pristine and go 2-0. And Pereira gets whistled for the foul down there, pushing away Cardenas.
It's rare to see a goalkeeper be so comfortable with his legs as Toth is. That's why he's such a weapon. And not only that, he's able to pinpoint a pass across the pitch, making sure that everybody's on notice.
What a half this has been for San Diego. Can they complete this beautiful half of soccer? Tyler John racing in. Oh, he got that ball to the outside of the left foot of Correa, but he could not put it on net. Morales, stop and go, spin and run. The futsal skills, you see it. He's got Raymond loose. He's got Costa, punched it wide. Rebound! Toth was there and denied Morales the hat trick.
What a wonderful display of skill by Luis Morales there. Literally stopping on a dime with defenders right next to him. The strength, the finesse, it's everything. But the Sockers have an opportunity to tack another one on here late in the fourth quarter.
Leo to Mitchell Cardenas. And again, time now on San Diego's side. As each second leeches off the clock. Costa, good pass forward. Bouncing, but Gutierrez has it. Takes on his man. Nowhere to go. Really just needed a calmer ball there in order to have a chance to attack. But attacking isn't the key. Defending is, and the Sockers have been perfect in this half. Leo brought it down with a high right foot. Leo's turning to that right foot. Back to the left. Oh, it's beautiful. And a one-handed save by Toth denies the moment for the Brazilian. And then Leo says, I want it back. And he gets it back, and he spins it out to Cardenas. And you understand why the Sockers signed Leo to another multi-year extension at his age in his mid-30s.
Worth the price of admission itself, just being able to witness Leo do his thing.
All bounced. Toth grabbed it. Calls timeout. 2:50 to play in the fourth quarter. They will. Jamail Juice Cox has put on a sixth attacker jersey. And now instead of utilizing a Chris Toth option, they will go to a traditional sixth attacker, meaning they will remove Toth in favor of a sixth outfield player and see if they can find their way to not one but 2 goals in this late run, Tony. While we wait, we remind you that our next broadcast will be in a week and a day, Saturday, December 28th, after the Christmas holiday, when the San Diego Sockers welcome in the Empire Strikers for the first time. We will see Mexican superstar Marco Fabian. Superstar here, former big-time star down in Guadalajara as well. And interesting to see that team popped off with a 10-5 win last night, Tony. I mean, you want to see some growth. Onua Obasi now the bench boss for Empire. He famously led Newtown Pride FC to a championship at the TST tournament. He is a great defender in his own right. Was always a guy who could take on the attacker, but it looks like he's finding his legs as a coach as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Empire doing a couple of interesting things. Again, starting with the signing of Marquito Fabian, just an absolutely legendary player for Mexico, played in Eintracht Frankfurt across Europe, but also having the classic style stars, Justin Stinson being one of them.
Yes.
Excellent player, and the development of what's happening just up north in Ontario is rather interesting. And look, they gave it to a good good Tacoma team last night. Start to the replay here.
It's Moy Gonzalez. Cardenas trying to take it away. Moy found his way back to the ball. Jamail Juice Cox is the sixth attacker. The eastern goal to our left is empty now. And the Stars are in desperate need of getting one back. 2:22 to play in the fourth quarter. 2-goal lead, San Diego. Mijatovic and Pereira. Still looking for that record-breaking assist.
And it's huge getting Cardenas back. He's just being an extra manager on the field as well, moving the pieces and having a huge part of this shutout in the fourth and third quarters.
Mijatovic. Under 2 to play now. Pereira has to move fast. Shoots it just high. Good idea. And Mijatovic will be able to control that rebound. He's going to chest it over to Michael Ramos, who picked up his first goal of the year earlier. Pereira's got a pair for Tacoma. His 5th and 6th of the season. Juice Cox, 90 seconds to play. Kill these next 30 seconds, and you're really making it a math problem for Tacoma as much as anything else. Mijatovic, back to Pereira. They need to shoot and score now. Caceres and Cox. And a patient approach is just going to allow San Diego to get this win. Mijatovic looking for a seam. He tried to find Ramos, but that pass was hard. Brought down by Moy. It's Michael Ramos. Shot, save. Good hand save by Pardo. Knocked it into the goal glass. Raymond brought it down. Pee-wee sending it out. Here comes Pee-wee. This ball's wide. But time ragging off the clock. The 60th minute is live on Galazo from Frontwave Arena, Oceanside, California. The Sockers 5, the Tacoma Stars 3, trying to even the season series between the two at a match apiece. Moy Gonzalez to Cox, and they need a goal, and they need another one too. That one's saved by Pardo. And Felipe does well just to knock it down into the corner. And I tell you what, the Sox are going to win this one tonight, baby. 27 seconds to play and 2 goals that they can sit upon. Mijatovic coming forward. He's played a long shift, being daring and finding the goal. And Mijatovic says, please, silence in the library. However, the Sockers and the fans, Caleb Setting, Fan of the Year, points at the scoreboard to remind him he is still trailing. Nice goal, Mijatovic.
Mijatovic taking a shot with that powerful left foot of his. And right now you're really just trying to keep any seconds of possession left in the match with San Diego. But again, anything can happen in indoor soccer and fútbol rápido. They call it fútbol rápido for a reason. Anything can change. 17 seconds may not seem like a lot, but let me tell you, it can definitely result in a tie game as well. But San Diego needs to continue what they've been doing for 2 quarters. Some excellent defending to carry them through the last instances of this match.
Don't forget to catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV, YouTube, and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastiavansky and Phil Ivanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's action and discuss the hot topics around the league. MASL Monday every Monday night. I did want to mention in this pause, just seeing as we do have it, that on Under Review this week, the head of officials, Ryan Sigich, said that in his opinion, and they made sure to note once again, these are not official league statements. It's an opinion on a podcast, basically, but it is the opinion of the lead referee of the league, that the play in which Utica scored and Kelvin Oliveira assisted for the overtime golden goal should not have been reviewed by that officiating crew that night, explicitly pointing out the man who's on the floor tonight, Kia Dempina, having a perfect view of the play and ruling no foul, which essentially means that in the opinion of Sigich, Utica should have won and San Diego should have lost. And we pretty much shared that opinion last week. So, interesting to note. Final 8 seconds of this one. And a foul called against Tacoma will give the ball to San Diego and allow this one to evaporate. 8.4 seconds remaining. And hang on, if it goes to Tacoma, it's a different story. It goes to Tacoma.
Tacoma will have it.
Hang on. 8.4 seconds left. This is a free kick from range, but with a spread out defense. Mijatovic going to bang it, and Bond's going to block it, and Leo's going to spin it out. There's 4 seconds. Cardenas will finally deliver the blow, and the horn sounds to end it in San Diego as Jamil Cox ambitiously tried to bring that ball down and wound up doing a flopperoo on the crest to wrap things up. Full time, 60 minutes complete from Frontwave Arena, and a 5-4 San Diego Sockers win, Tony. They pull to 2-1 on the season.
As hard fought as a victory as we've seen so far this season for the Sockers, really coming out and adapting and adjusting after the half to what Tacoma was presenting, doing very well defensively, neutralizing Nick Pereira, which isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do in this league. But they did it, in fact, and not only that, they were able to score on the other side. Gontan being able to continue his run of form for the Sockers. They got it done here at Frontwave Arena. 5-4, San Diego over Tacoma.
Boris Pardo, winning goalkeeper, standing by with Melissa May.
I am here with your man of the match, veteran goalkeeper Boris Pardo. First off, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Absolutely love you all. Go Sockers. Thanks for the support, guys. Excellent turnout.
What was said during halftime to really motivate you and light a fire under you guys? It was like a different team.
We got to come out with more desire, more passion, little fire. It was very flat the first half, so yeah, we just had to dig deep individually. I mean, all the tactics and all the talent's there, but individually we got to bring that passion.
When a sixth attacker come out, I don't think people truly understand that 3 minutes defending with that sixth attacker is so challenging. Walk us through that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a zone, and we're trying to, make sure we're reading when they double stack on one side. So it's tough to, when the adrenaline's going, and the guys did a great job holding them. A little unfortunate on that last goal. Stefan hit a good shot, but I think we just got to work on a few things. It's still early in the season.
And how do you feel the team is coming together in terms of gelling with the new players, veteran players, people stepping up? Overall, your assessment?
Yeah, everybody's stepping up. I mean, Morales he's a beast. A heck of a start of the season, but yeah, we're just starting to figure each other out, and it's a process, and we appreciate the patience from everybody, but that's just how it's going to be. We should be flying on all cylinders come the playoff time, so that's the goal, and we'll be ready.
It's always a battle when you play Tacoma. How was tonight's game overall?
I mean, it's always gonna be a battle with these guys. They've improved, and hats off to them. They compete. We just know it's gonna be a dogfight. It's always that team's just gonna give you a hard time. I mean, every team in this league is gonna give you a hard time, but we took care of business tonight. That was the important thing.
Thank you so much, Boris. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Pardo, 11 saves on 15 shots. We'll be right back to wrap things up. Sockers beat the Stars 5-4 on Golazo. Welcome back, everybody. Full time here in San Diego. The Sockers defeating the Tacoma Stars 5-4. It was 3-1 Stars at the break. Phil Salvaggio told our Melissa May she was disappointed, and then things turned around quickly. The steal by Felipe Gonzalez to Pee Wee to Felipe on the return, and 28 seconds into the second half, a 3-1 game became a 3-2 game. One other look at a very nicely turned 1-2. Then Kiko Gontan, he started that play with a steal in defensive midfield. He beat Mijatovic, anticipates that slide tackle attempt, just calm under pressure to force in the equalizer from Morales, his second goal of the night, 7th of the season. 3-3 tie, that's how it was after 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, Gontan is going to step forward again on the feed from Pee Wee, stepping to the right foot, finding the space, and the upper right corner is to his liking. He buries it right there in the seam of the back corner for Gontan's second goal in indoor soccer, and a 4-3 lead. And then your play of the game right here on the feed from Mendez off of the north wall. It is Taylor Bond beating Toth to the outside. Great speed to step on it, poised to finish. 5-3 the score as Bond comes through with what turns out to be the game winner. Also Sebastian Mendez, his first point with the San Diego Sockers. He celebrated too. Now Stefan Mijatovic had one final moment to speak. It came with 17 seconds left in the match, and he did get it through. Great goal by Mijatovic to make it 5-4, but that is your final score tonight. Sockers pick up the win. They outshoot Tacoma 21-19. Chris Toth, 13 saves, 5 goals allowed. Pardo, 11 saves, 4 goals allowed. That one goal the difference as the Sockers go to a 5-point record.